Hello, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for coming to listen to the dragons. They are extremely happy that you have been here for the last however long we've been doing this, as I've been asked to read the dragons with you. Each week we've had 4 dragons that have turned up and been reading for you, but I've seen a drop off. So I've been asking the dragons what's coming up next, and they've given me the not to do the readings in the format that we've been doing them in the forthcoming future. So in March, what we're going to be doing is we are going to be doing a reading for you for a specific question, your burning question. And I'm going to be pulling the card and reading and coaching you as on behalf of the dragons. So I'll be doing this for an hour on a Monday morning. And all you need to do is put your question, your burning question, in the post, so that I have a list of burning questions that I can go into and I can read on a Monday. So whatever your questions are, let them be known, let them be your burning questions, and we'll go into what's happening, what isn't working, what's standing in your way, what changes are needing, what's the real potential, what's coming up, and we'll be looking into what's going on in the hidden dynamics and using the dragon cards. So that's that. That's what they wanted me to announce. So that's what I've been doing there. So this is all the news. This is the news from the dragons. And the dragons are here to specifically help you evolve as a human, letting your soul all the way through, letting your soul work come through and be channeled through you. In which case you are more open, you've got more capacity for your soul to come through. She's infiltrating and she's processing what's going on in your mind. So we have 4 dragons today. The first one being Utopia. So I'm just going to get my water out of the way. In case what sometimes happens is that I spill it. And usually when I spill it, it's just a sign that I've just got too much going on. I'm trying to do too much all at once. There's something going on in my throat right now. Interesting. So the first card is the golden sunlight. She's as bright can be, a dragon called Utopia. Utopia specifically has a message about lifting off the world as you know it, lifting off and breaking the spell that you're under. And if you were leaning in one side of the doorway and it's your current reality, you'd be able to feel it a certain way. It would have a particular resonance, a particular feeling. But if you come into neutral, this is your home, this is your sweet spot, this is where you come into your soul. And then if you lean into Utopia's world, where she would love you to be, it feels completely different. There is less thinking and more feeling. She is most definitely asking you to bring yourself into this side, walking on the sunny side of the street, or under the rainbow as she likes to put it, coming to the edge of the rainbow. She's really, really bright. You can hardly see her. She's so glimmery and she never lands on Earth again as we know it. So I'm asking her today, what is the message that she wants to bring to you today? Okay, perfect. She wants you to remember how powerful you are, which is the message that often comes through from Serafina. She particularly wants you to remember that you have powers, that you have these natural abilities, and they're the same as the ancients have had. Like, what would you say? Ancient tribes people, doctors, witches, sorceresses, wizards. You have the ability to see and to feel and to have way more information coming to you than you currently do. Your ways of processing are dumbed down and slowed down because of the amount of thinking. If you're thinking or even thinking about talking or talking and not thinking, you're in your left brain, you're in your analytical, your linear type of brain, and what she's asking you specifically to do is get into your, not just your right brain, but be able to sort of, merge the two of them. And this is one of the techniques that she shows us. How can you merge the left and the right hand side of your brain so that you're being creative, you're being present, but also you're being able to be here, logical, practical, in the world that we have decided to incarnate in. So this is a message. Tribal and ancient ways of witches, sorceresses, African witch doctors, Reiki masters, healers. Slow right down. Turn off your analytical, vigilant mind and take a deep breath. And another. Let it run down from your head to your toes. Breathing this way brings your attention into your body. And as you do, you will notice sensations rising up. The sensations that inform you beyond what you see, beyond what you hear. Don't you love my phone? For some reason, all of a sudden, even though the volume's off, I've just got these really loud pinging noises all the time. Brings your attention into your body. And so you do. You will notice more and more sensations. You will have more knowing. The sensations that inform you beyond what you see and hear. But no time, no space where all things are possible. Past, present and future unite beyond your body's limited awareness, and there is another world to perceive. You already use your awareness and intuition, and that's a natural part of being human. But with practice you can see with new eyes, hear with new ears, and be guided to the right time and the right place for new exciting opportunities. It just needs warming up. You can access the ancient tribal ways of the nomads, the sorcerers, the druids, the healers, direct guidance from the spirit world. You just need to access a part of you that has all this available. Tribes people have more access to this because they are simply more practiced at being sensitive to it. They're more accustomed to it. Animals and children, before they're educated out of sensing instinctively, have a different access to their natural instincts and their expanded intelligence. You are currently being offered signs and messages from your environment all the time, as you are being called to get back into being more sensitive to your environment, to feel what's happening in your senses and know what's just right for you. Having lost this connection, you are asked to pay closer attention. Having lost this ability, now see the signs. When things grab your attention and remind you of someone, a time or a place, that's your intuition, activated, and it's repeated and repeated and repeated. There is no coincidence. You're being shown the way, and now it's time to bring all of your ancient knowing to your current life back. Bring it all back. So many simple practical ways that you can use this. I wanted a tape measure earlier on to measure a dress. And I was like, where's my tape measure? Where's my tape measure? Where have I did it last? And I was going through all the logical and all the linear way of trying to find something. And I went, hang on a second. I am just going to ask and feel into where my tape measure is and see which box or drawer or bag it got left in. So I allowed myself to go neutral, allowed myself to get in touch with my soul, and I asked the question, where is my tape measure? And I got a glimpse and I got an image, a download of exactly where it was. And that is how practical this is. This is how practical working with your instincts is. And you are already sensitive, you are already an empath. This is what this is all about. Your innate and natural instincts are very much intact, present and accessible to you. To access this today in a powerful way, bring your consciousness and awareness away from your head and into your body. Drop all of your thinking, drop it down, feel it descend in your body, and feel your consciousness rest around your body, your chest area. Above, your head is empty. It feels like you are blindfolded and all your senses are alerted, and you can feel your way forwards more naturally than thinking. Go inside and into your body. Feel the beating of your heart. Concentrate on your breathing. Feel into your body. Slow everything down. Beautiful utopia as always. We have so many instantaneous ways of getting information, and we still lock ourselves up in our mind. But that was such a beautiful way of remembering exactly the power of knowing all of that. I'm going to make a note of the time because I put the times on these now, 10:33. And we've got Sovereign today, and Sovereign wants me to read number 6. Number 6 is about your magic, and we talk about practical magic, and practical magic is using your instincts to find a tape measure. It's using your instincts to find your keys. It's using your instincts to know when to ring someone, or should I drive this way or should I drive that way, or when somebody's given you directions to something, to somewhere where they live, and you're like, can't find it, doesn't make sense, doesn't make sense. Forget all of that. Become centered and ask, which way shall I go? I used to do this years ago when I was out on the road a lot, delivering cameras and monitors and lenses so people could have a look and see if it worked with their system. And oh my God, these are the days of the fax in a car. And the information would just like, I've been reading and on a road and trying to read the facts. I got in tram lanes, I got in bus lanes, I got in like so many difficult situations until I just went, you know what, stop, I'm going to follow my nose. I'm going to follow my nose and just be led to where I need to go, but I need to be there in the next 5 to 10 minutes. And this is how it worked. And usually I got exactly where I needed to go, or an image of like, oh yeah, I just passed that back there. So you will be taken places, and it is a massive question of trust. So we're reading card number 38 today from Sovereign. Sovereign is all about connecting in with your soul. Sovereign is such a beautiful, beautiful dragon, and she's inviting you to come and join her in the dragon portal so that you can bring your work through more, so you can bring your soul through more. Your soul work. If you're an artist, if you're an empath, if you're creative in any way whatsoever, she's inviting you into the dragon portal so that you can allow your work to be read. We can read into, what does your work want to tell you? What does your work want from you? What do your clients want from you? It's all about listening. And this is what the dragon portal is all about. And then we move on to your body, and then we move on to your mind. We merge your left and your right hemispheres of the mind. It is just a beautiful journey that the dragons have laid out for us, and we've already started that journey, but you can enter in at any time. Ooh, okay, so magic is what we're talking about today. You will make a profound impact on others when you believe in your own magical ability. The magic will flood out and radiate from you when you are in your fullest essence. With a focused presence of mind, tuned into your intuitive psychic ability and physical expression of your magical inner state. This is your vibrational state. This is your essence. If you can imagine, you could vibrate what it is that you want. And believe me, this is when the crazy stuff starts to happen. It works. To enter into this world where you find the magic wherever you look, reclaim your innocence. Reclaim the joy and enjoy more magical stories, which all have a spectacular way to bring you back to your childhood playful innocence. Your imagination will thrive, which is absolutely going to spark up your best skill yet, and will be your best tool yet. To be able to use your imagination is to see the form you desire to create in your mind's eye, which is magical. To see things that are invisible to the naked eye as a human means that there is a spectrum of light and a vibration beyond our earthly reality and vision. These inner visions are of energy and vibration and are in the invisible realm. but they do exist. They're just slightly out of our vision. As you expand your consciousness, and as you expand your cleaning up your pineal gland, your hypothalamus, your whole body, as you allow more soul through, oh, boom, boom, you have more access and availability to these different spectrums, and so you will be channeling more information from your soul, and you'll be guided more by your soul. To see things that are invisible to the naked eye as a human means that they are in a spectrum of light just beyond the vibrational, beyond the earthly reality that you have. These inner visions are the energy and vibration and are in the invisible realm, but they do exist. Just not to your dense earth energy formed world, when we only believe what we can see and what we can touch. To lift yourself out of the seriousness and overlay a sensible world which has not yet learned how to play with energy in its fullest sense. Take a pause, just for enough time so that you can play and change the magical energy in yourself. Magical books help you to expand your childish imagination and playfulness, as well as understand how the fantasy of energy can work. Works in ways that you had not thought about. You can lose yourself in a different world, be in a different character with different possibilities, with extrasensory powers of perception, and discover what else you can do. The longer you play in that character, the better your energy becomes in yourself, and the better you can mold your body, the better you can mold your brain, your thoughts, and the better you can mold certain circumstances and situations around you, starting from that very perspective. These fantasy stories raise your energy, explode your imagination, and they get you magically out of this world to where anything and everything is possible. They transport you out of the heavy and the mundane, out of the complaining and the worries about money, the lower stagnant vibrations, so anything like that is enough for you to raise your spirits and get into the fantasy and the magical realms. Give yourself a lift and experiment as you allow yourself to believe in a wide range of different things that you cannot currently see. You can't see them as form. They hold you in your everyday life. Don't just step out of that just for a second. And that will help you enormously to take life, not to take life so seriously. Or if you've been questioning your own innate powers. How you are educated made you believe in the ways that things just are, the factual things. But let magic be the way that opens your mind to a whole new world of bending form into new, all-exciting possibilities. Thank you very much, Sovereign. That was just an amazing card. As in February, we will not be continuing these readings as they are now. We will be moving into a different format for these readings. All you need to do is pose your questions, your burning questions, and we will read those from the cards and we will have them interpreted, the vibration of what's going on in you. And we'll be asking questions so you can understand more of what's going on. Also in March, we will be doing a series of calls on a Thursday for all empaths, all super sensitive souls, all soul workers, all creatives, because you don't need boundaries. That's the first one. So empaths don't need boundaries is the first lesson that we'll be doing, given by the dragons. Also knowing the unknowable will be another one. And how to sort of channel your work through, how to channel your soul work through, and how to get back into that being a tracker, to be a tribal person, a Tibetan monk. You're no different to any of these kind of people because you have the innate abilities. It's just that they've practiced them just a tad more than you have. But there are some very quick ways to get in and start getting into this kind of energy. So that when you're sewing and you have your needle and you can't get the thread through the needle, you're like, do you know what? You know how to do this. You can see it. I can't. Please do it for me. And it's able to come through the very next time. There's the same as, you know, working with your parking spaces or anything like that. So we're always exploring and expanding this. The third card today is Lunaray. Lunaray, the most amazing dragon who wants you to amplify and feel safe to feel. She is coming through to you so that you can understand what your feelings are all about, what the feeling actually pertains to, what's the dynamic of it. So if you're feeling something, it's just like, it's there for a reason. And there's just something that can just be easily let go of, and you can move forward. So she's reminding you to feel. Too many of us super sensitive souls have pulled away from feeling anything. We don't want to feel anything. But empaths, super sensitives, you have a superpower that is, when it's homed, when you're an empath and you home that energy, you don't need boundaries. You don't need to set up limitations. You can fly wild because you are the strongest energy. You know how to hold your own energy. So Lunaray, number 4 today. She wants me to read number 4. So explore the feelings of enlightened and the consequences of lifting off the burdens of being human. Isn't that the goal? Isn't that just a beautiful, beautiful way to move forwards? If you could lift off the burdens of money, if you could lift off the burdens of all those things. So what's the timing with that one? 2028. Okay, so let's carry on. You are imagining what it will feel like to be enlightened. To feel so strong and sure of yourself that no one's bad behaviour is influencing or affecting you. Your stories and old memories are no longer causing you stress, and the dramas have vanished in your life. You are in flow and everything is working out well for you. You are wondering what that would truly feel like, and we feel that this would be a beneficial feeling that would be more than nice for you to understand. More than nice. Oh yeah, more than nice. To truly experience the feeling, we ask you to drop the narrative of your over-analytical mind. Being enlightened is the feeling that you are really very well connected with your soul. You are very aware of your body and how your body sends messages to you in your own language. You know your yes and your no, what's right and what's wrong for you. You feel in your flow with the guidance from your soul. You ask for assistance and receive answers for directions in any situation. There is a feeling of lightness with this connection, hence the word enlightened. Now, as you bond with your soul and see through the eyes of your soul into your world, you understand everything you see from the soul's perspective. Not just from your personality, survival perspective. You remain curious, open and inquisitive to all the signs. You notice what you notice. If there is worry or doubt, if there is fear, or if there is exuberance and something else that you feel, you will understand why you are experiencing that and what the message is and the underlying, which is often the lesson that's to be learned around the experience of this situation. If we just gave ourselves 15 minutes to feel into something, 5 minutes, 2 minutes, what does that feel like? What am I feeling? We would be so free of so many of the burdens that we are carrying. The dragons say, we love the feeling of enlightenment that's coming and radiating from you, as that means that you are considering us. You are considering your soul that uses your body to communicate with you. Through your vehicle of your body, which acts as a barometer of the intuition, when you are trapped in, tuned in, connected and aligned, you will see everything that happens around you is coming either from your own thoughts and feelings or directly as an inspired idea with an action to re-navigate your course. You are being conscious, and that brings you to the feeling of enlightened. And I repeat, you means you are considering us. And we feel you when you are in that state. You're letting go of your survival mind. You're letting go of your personal agenda. And you're becoming less and less affected by all the human traits and all the mundane obligations and all the day-to-day human life. But you have awoken to the awareness of situations that you can declare and openly laugh when it's, you know, and you recognise when it's just such a human state that you're going through. Thank you very much, Luna Ray, for coming in today and joining with us, for communing with us, for giving us an audience of your presence. Feelings, feelings, feelings. So this is the last time that I'll be reading the 4 dragons out in this particular format. As things change and as things evolve, I'll be reading out your answers to your burning questions from the dragon cards on a Monday in future. Anyway, all through March, so the 4 or 5 weeks in March, that's what I'll be doing. Helping you to understand on a Thursday more to do with why we are super sensitive, why we are a generation of very sensitive ladies, why we are empathic and compassionate, and sometimes that, you know, can get in our way. The first one on Monday, the 2nd of March, this Thursday, is all about empathy. Empaths don't need boundaries. In other words, when you are in a very strong home energy, when you know your own energy, you don't need to be pushing out and blocking and putting walls up. You just need to be in your own energy. And this is when your arch nemesis can stand next to you and you are totally and utterly unaffected. We'll also be looking at how you channel in your soul work. And we'll be looking at how tribes and trackers and Tibetan monks are no different to you. So we'll be asking you how you can actually get more fortified and stronger in that particular energy so that you're listening to your soul. So these are the cards that are coming up in March. This is the way we're going to be going forward in March and probably April too. We'll see. As soon as I get a message, then I'll listen. So the last one today is the beautiful Bloom. Bloom is the pink dragon, and often when people see Bloom, they say, "Oh, I love Bloom." And I wonder why so many people have that response to her particular energy. It's because she's soft and playful and jolly, but also because she is just unapologetic for her growth. She just allows herself to sort of, boom, just go out there, just to be in her full essence. She's just not allowing anyone to put compromises or make her energy smaller. She is just out there having fun, being playful, and oh, another flower, oh, another flower, oh, another branch, oh. She just keeps growing. We are meant to keep on growing. We are meant to be growing all the time as humans, and we're meant to be evolving. So, she's asking me to read card number 1 from her pack. And this card is, it's named Step by Step, Playful Embody Your Feeling. So the playful revolution of embodying the feeling that you want to receive is what she wants to teach you today. Luck is on your side. You have chosen a new path. It's time to step into your new identity and flourish. We, the collective, have a purpose to help you feel. It has a revolution feeling. This is a revolution of letting you feel again. And this is a true freedom of allowing you to play, create yourself. The intention here is for you to evolve, to feel better and better and better. To feel in your best shape ever. To feel healthy, to feel well, to feel in love, feel fortune smiling upon you, and that all things are possible for you to step into. Do you feel there is any resistance to this? Maybe it feels impossible. Maybe it feels too big, a dream to have, or maybe it's just not something you can fully imagine yet for yourself. Do you love your dream vision more than your imaginary fears? If yes, you can pause. You can take a breath and you can know who you are and trust that you are safe. This is why the first step is to feel really safe in your zone, in your home, in your body. All of this is playfully practiced and focused for what you are bringing home in your body. This is a revolution of feeling that allows you to embody a new feeling, a new reality, a new identity that will see you create form from that energy, from that feeling, from that thought that you are focusing on. This is vibration, this is energy. This is the only thing we need to change. What would you like to feel more of? What do you want? Get into the feeling and be with it with more playfulness. Wouldn't it be fun if? Leave it light and leave it jolly. Understanding playing is feeling safe. This allows you to feel into the experience you desire the most. Explore the most basic feelings first and set out a path to understand how those feelings that you want to experience most and have them enter your body and where they sit in your body. We're all very well at noticing where bad things sit, but I wonder if what you want, where does it sit in the body? What experience vibrationally does it give you in your body? An embodied feeling is a feeling that belongs. You have decided to give it space to grow and develop and flourish. Anything else that does not belong is in your reality or in your new identity can be released. It's just as easy as that. No, that doesn't match that reality. That doesn't match that vibration. I'm not going to have it in here anymore. You can turn up the volume and you can turn down the volume and you can change channels. Bloom, my pretty, thank you so much for your reading today, and it was a perfect card to be ending on today. It was totally and utterly the best card that we could possibly have. Thank you so, so much. I will be back on Thursday and I will be doing the message for empaths don't need boundaries. This is really how you strengthen up your energy. This is becoming phenomenally strong. This is really getting clear in your mind what you've decided on and what you're going to go for. Unapologetically, as Bloom would say, just unapologetically. Let's just be triumphant, shall we? Let's just radiate that for a change. So this is the news here from the Dragon Portal. And if you're interested in joining the Dragon Portal, there are only 10 spaces. There's only 5 left now, where you get in for life. You get dragon readings, you get dragon mentoring. We pull dragon cards, any questions that you've got, and you can ask any questions that you have, all in the Dragon Portal at the moment for $99. This sees you having a life membership, and after that, after this is 2023, if you're listening to this after that, it'll be $999, and there are other offers in there as well. So let's get back to being trackers and tribespeople and unapologetically who we came here to be. All in our energy, all in our vibration. Thank you so much for taking part in the dragon readings. Yes, the messages are potent and they're long and they're meant to be, because as you read them and as you hear them, you get the essence of them, and so it infuses into your body. Each card has an energy of its own, which is the teaching. So lots and lots of love from me, Fiona. I'm Fiona Robertson. I am here in the Dragon Portal. I'm a body whisperer, helping you to understand. So I feel into your body and I show you what you're feeling so that we can get to the root cause of it and we can let it go and we can put in instead the energy that you want instead. Always feeding back to you. My name is Fiona, always here to serve you so that you can understand what's going on in your own body, in your own mind and in your own life. So we're here to work, rest and play using the dragons as our mentors. Have a great day and I shall see you on Thursday. There's an event going on Thursday which is called Empaths Don't Need Boundaries. And we're talking everything about energy. See you soon. Bye bye.